Hello and welcome back to Penguin Crafts. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this gorgeous little gift box. It's not only beautifully shaped, it also is another of my fold flat boxes. I just love how the top closes. So I'll give you a quick demonstration. So this does hold 3 hand sanitizers. So there it is open, and there you go. Beautifully folded flat. It's very small, in fact it is 5.5 inches by 3.25 inches. Tiny, will fit anywhere. You could even give this as a gift in to someone as a gift box in an envelope for them to enjoy and put a present in for someone. So again, I'll just put everything back in for you. So if you'd like to see how to make this gorgeous gift box, please keep watching. So the first thing you're going to need is your scoreboard and a piece of designer series paper. I've gone for some speciality designer series paper from the Year of Cheer collection. It's a bit thicker, which is perfect for this box. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock or paper that is 10.25 inches by 8.75 inches. So on your scoreboard, on the long side, the first thing you're going to do is score at 3.25 inches, 6.5 inches, and 9.75 inches. You're then going to flip it over, and on the back you're going to score at 1 5/8 inch. Okay. And flip back over, and on the short side you're going to score at 2 3/4 and 6.5. Alright, next you need to make sure you get it the right way. So can you see that little narrow score line there? That needs to be on the right hand side. So with that on the right hand side, you need to just mark, so just with the end of your piercing tool, just put a little mark at 1 5/8 inch. And as you can see, that is directly on top of that line, so that's perfect, so that's good. 4 7/8. So just put a little mark, and the next one is 8 1/8. Okay, you're then going to rotate it 180 degrees, so now that small rectangle is on the left hand side, and you're going to put a score mark at 2 1/8, 5 3/8, and 8 3/4, and again that's on your centre line. Next thing you need to do is to connect some dots. We need to do a bit more scoring afterwards, but we'll all do that without the scoreboard. So put your scoreboard away and keep your little tool. You're then going to need a ruler, and what you need to do is connect the dots on both sides. So if I see here where we've got the little cross here where they all meet, you're going to go from that point to the little dots. If I just do that first, we can show you what I mean. Choose the other end, sorry. So, can you see that there, that diagonal line? So you need to do that on all of them. So I prefer to go all the way along one way and then go back again. Everyone has their own way, it's just I prefer to do it this way. Now there are a lot of score lines and processes to this box, but honestly it is worth it, and you'll see at the end as well. So turn it over and do exactly the same. Join all the dots. Okay, couple more bits we need to do. So again, with the little thin bit on your right, what you need to do is measure on the one that's got the crease down the middle. You need to measure from that point there, so from where it crosses the horizontal, you need to measure 7/8 this way. Okay, so just take a bit of time and get that lined up, and you need to put a dot. Okay, You then need to go from that point to where you've made the other triangle. So if I hold that up, there's the little dot, and you need to go from there to there. Okay, so again I'll do this and then I will show you. So hopefully you can see those lines in there. Okay, the next one, on the triangle here, you need to measure up here 1 3/4 of an inch. Oop. 1 3/4, and from that you need to join from there to there, and then on the right hand side you need to measure 1/2 inch. Is that right? Or was it 1 1/2 inches? Sorry, let me just change that on my paper. 1 1/2 inches. And do a score line. Okay. I think there's 3 more score lines, so you've ended up with a bit of a jazzy pattern there. Okay, so we've gone from there down 7/8 of an inch and joined up. On the centre triangle we've measured from that point of the triangle up 1 3/4, and on this end triangle we've measured up 1 1/2 inches. Then on the bottom here you need to measure up each one of these 1 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so line it up and put a dot on all of them. 1 3/4 and 1 3/4, and again we're just gonna join those up. Right, we're going to do some folding first, and folding and burnishing, and then we'll come and do the trimming afterwards. So fold on all your vertical lines that you did on the same side of the cardstock this way, and then that one we did down the middle we're going to fold the opposite way. Okay, and then your 2 folds this way. And then we're going to do some trimming before we do the next bit. So as making any box, we need to get rid of this bottom rectangle, so I'm just going to wedge that in and chop them off, and the same at the top, wedge it in and cut it off. Okay, so that is the first bit done. The next bit we need to do is at the top. Okay, so we're going to cut off all these triangles. The first thing we're going to do, so just use your score lines and cut these out. There is some additional cutting to be done, but if we get it back to the simple shape first, I always find it easier to do it in stages rather than cut it all off in one go. But you can do that. Once you've seen how to do it, just do whatever works best for you. Okay. Oh, that one went a bit wonky. Okay. So there's the first bit done. And then on the bottom bit, okay. And again, just cut off all of the triangles. Okay, so that is what you're left with so far. Now, on these top pieces here, this is going to be your base, the solid base. So what we need to do is, I'm just checking, is fold along that line and burnish. Okay, is that right? Let me just check. That's fine, and burnish. Okay. So you've got your flap on this side and we're going to burnish up that way. These 2 pieces here, there's one more to fold, so we're going to fold that one and burnish. And then we are actually going to do some cutting there. Okay, so all you need to do doesn't matter where, I'm going to cut off along just above that fold line. And just, oh, let's do it the same one on there. Okay. All that is so you don't end up with 3 triangular bits at the bottom to do. And I'm just going to neaten this one up as this one is the one that's on show. Okay. And that one there, just to make it that bit easier when we're doing it. Okay. So far we've done our bottom, we've folded those 2. Now this one here, where the one where we've done the opposite ones, you need to try and fold it up. It will go if you give it a little push, okay? And then just make sure you get it to a point and burnish. And the same on this side, just ease it and it will go. And then just burnish. So you'll end up with a piece that does that, okay? Let me just check on my prototype this is right, because if not, we're stuck. That is right. Okay, so we've folded and burnished that. Now the last thing to do is fold these 2 here. Again, we've got our score lines, so just fold and burnish these. So these are our top bits that we're going to cut off now. So along those score lines, we need to cut off, okay? I will show this in a second so you can see where everything has been folded and burnished, as I know it is a lot that we've done on this, but honestly it is worth it at the end. There are some steps you could skip if you didn't want it to fold as flat, or you don't mind having a bit of glue. That is a simpler one, so if you'd like me to do a simpler version of this, please let me know in the comments below, either on my blog or on my YouTube channel, and I will do that simpler version, as I know this can be quite complicated. Okay. So that is all of our folding and burnishing done. I bet you're all relieved by that. So hopefully you can see that. I don't know which best. It's probably best that way. So your top has got your 3 pieces and your bottom has got 3 random shapes. Okay, this is not what a normal box looks like, I know when I do it, but honestly in a second you'll agree it's worth it. So turn it over, and what we need to do is put glue all the way down this side. So I'm going to use my tear and tape for this. I just find it a bit better than fast fuse, as it's easier for me to align when doing this, okay? And I'm going to put 2 strips. I'm just going to take that one back, just because they're going to overlap slightly. Okay. So what you're now going to do is align this one with this one. So because it folds up, if you fold it up when you put it over, you'll see it lines up. So just take that time. So there you go. As you can see, that bit does it. So when we shut it, it closes flat. So now we need to do the base. So the base is the one with the really funny shaped bits. Okay. So hopefully you can tell that we've got one of them, which is a triangle, which covers it at the bottom. If you've got any bits that you're not happy with, just trim them or pull them in line. Okay. So I think I am happy with that. And I'm just checking it's going to fold up right. I think I've got one slightly tight, so let's just get that found out now. There we go. Okay, so what you need to do is put a bit of glue on, let's show you where, we need to put glue on all over on that one, and a bit of glue on the back of that one, okay? So again, I'm going to use tear and tape just to make it that bit easier. And all over the pointy triangle one, as that is the final base, okay? Sorry if I'm getting my head in the shot. It's just a bit awkward to get this in the right place. Right, so tear off your first bit of tape on there, and you can line it up with the lines you've got, if that makes sense. I'm just going to stick my hand in and make sure that's in the right place, and then you can take off your final bit of tear and tape. If I can use my nails. Okay, let's move this one out of the way. And then all we're going to do is attach the base. Okay. I'm just going to grab my bone folder and make sure that's in place. And then fingers crossed, when you push in, just take a little bit of easing. Okay, and I'm just going in and just burnishing those lines, just that little bit to help. So there it is, folded flat. As you can see, it's tiny. It's quite cute when it's folded flat, really simple. And then you open it up, put your goodies inside. Again, this is 3, what do you call them? Antibacterial washes. I've just got 3 of those. And they just fit in there. And then what you need to do is the side with the creasing, I put that to the right. I then fold down the one next to it and keep working around, and then the one that's got the fold I tuck in like that. As you can see, closes beautifully all the way around. There are those marks down the side there, but they don't bother me at all. So there you go, perfectly sealed. Again, I take everything out, push the score line, perfectly fold flat box. Okay. Again, if you'd like to see the simpler version, do let me know and I will put that together. All that involves is putting 2 rows of glue on when you're ready to use it. So again, fold it round, tuck that one in, and there you go. Beautiful little fold flat triangular shaped box. All the details, as usual, will be linked on my blog, which is www.penguincrafts.co.uk. I'll leave a link in the bar below, which will explain how to do this, and I've written down all the measurements as I know there was a lot. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up for this video, and I'll be back soon. Thank you very much.